Hello and welcome everyone. I'm your host John RMS, otherwise known as AceBullion. Now, before I begin, it's the day before Thanksgiving, and what would really kind of help me out is, well, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way, you never miss an episode of when I'm featuring a coin or doing a live stream, of course. Now, Martin the Silver Trader has sent me in this coin right here, which I've been reviewing since 2020. Yep, that's right. That's when the first of these came out. Currently, this is the 2025 South Korean Phoenix. It's a 1 ounce silver medal. It's not a coin, it's a medal. And I know a lot of people were kind of put off by that when I first started doing all these reviews, but it doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, yes, you get capital gains tax and everything else, and I fully understand that. That's if you're selling. But the people who are buying these are usually collectors, and they're not worried about, the resale value of them and if they're going to end up making a ton of money or not. But, well, there we are. So, here it is. This is the reverse of this medal. We have Republic of Korea. And then it says Comsco, 1 ounce fine silver, 3/9 fine. We have, and I still love this, 2 different phoenixes. One of them, of course, is fire. One of it has the ball of wisdom. I say fire. I'm not really sure. This one here is definitely holding on to the pearl of wisdom. I said ball. In the yin yang pattern there, as you can see. Both very different, very unusual. We also have kind of a weird symbol, much like I've already shown you before, with the year of, again, the unusual version of a phoenix there, which I think is very special and very cool. Now, this design hasn't changed since the very first one. This is the very same. Nothing has changed on the reverse as on the 2020, 21, 22, etc. But what has changed is, of course, the other side, or obverse, whatever. We still have the very smooth, as I said in one of the videos, has a baby's bottom. I went back, I had a look at some of them. I was laughing at how bad I was at that time. And here it is, the Korean Phoenix 2025. And we have their South Korea key with the writing. Now, I did see, it should be, trying to get there. So you can get the writing, and then you can get the island. Yeah, so it's a really cool security feature. I do like it an awful lot. It makes copying and replicating very difficult, but then again, these are coming from Comsco, so the chance that they're going to be copied, they would rather copy something else. And I'm not saying that the people in Korea would do that. It's more China. Speaking of which, I've just ordered a bunch of more fakes. After seeing a video that says, oh, American stuff can't be faked. No, you're wrong, pals. And I'll be showing you guys that at some point. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. So, here is the lovely Phoenix. Let's have a good look at it. It looks very perky. Definitely not like me in the morning, because I am not wanting to get out of bed. I don't know about you guys at the moment, but with this cold, the weather itself, it is rather chilly. I'd rather stay in bed under the duvet, under the blankets, and that is that. Look at the details actually on the feathers itself. This is really remarkable, really great detail for something that is, well, not too expensive. In fact, it's on the very low end of the kind of scale for a collector's coin. Speaking of collector's coins and on a low budget, the silvertrader.uk is still doing the Royal Australian Mint sale on his website. So if you haven't already, head on over there and grab some of those Royal Australian Mint coins. There's a whole variety of them. And yeah, save yourself a ton of money, or well, get something affordable, or as maybe as a gift for someone. I don't know, whatever you like. It's just putting it out there. We also have on this coin here, or I say coin, on this metal here, Martin still has the 24 and 23 in stock. Now granted, there's not many of these left. The 2025 had a mintage, or has a mintage of 30,000, whereas the 24 and the 23 have a mintage of just 15,000. So if you don't have one yet and you do want to get your hands on them, you can do. It just leaves you 3 to collect, and from what I was looking at, you could backdate this pretty easily just by going through the right channels and just being really careful and cautious. No matter where you are, you should be able to do that. I say no matter where you are. If you find getting precious metals a difficulty in the first place, then you're going to struggle trying to do any kind of backdating. So why is this so special? Well, I was actually going to be putting in a couple of silly photos, such as the Harry Potter and other photos of what the Koreans have looked at, in mythological terms. But this bird today is still really popular. Obviously, I mentioned Harry Potter, and one is on the cover of the books. I think it's Order of the Phoenix or something like that. I don't know if I'm a geek, if I just said that right. That's scary. But one, J.K. Rowling's got this right, where it has regenerative abilities. Again, how the legend goes and portrays this phoenix. Now they, of course, used a tear in the actual film and book. So if you haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler. Of course, as it gets older, it'll suddenly just burst into flames. Spontaneous combustion there. Really cool. Again, spoiler alert, it made Harry jump. I'm full of useful and spoilers here. Useful advice and spoilers. But out of the ashes after the bird disintegrates rather quickly, after some time, it then is reborn from those ashes. Again, which is kind of along a lot of the religious beliefs in various religions, such as, of course, you're reborn, you're whatever, or not saying all religions are like that, but it gives that kind of a feeling. So that is why, of course, this is still popular. And yeah, on top of that, it's cool. Let's be brutally honest with you. A bird that'll burst into flames and, suddenly be reborn, that is cool. Kind of want to be there for that. I want to see it happen. Both, sides of it, man. Well, what's your thoughts and opinions? Are you collecting these? As always, let me know. Friday's video will be awesome. I could assure you of that. Get ready to spend lots of your money. That's all I'm going to say. I know I am getting ready to, effectively end up with a very large bill. Bah humbug. Yep, I got a lot to pay for coming up very soon. So, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you on Friday. Till then, bye-bye.